Hey, what's up? We're back, and we're gonna do another movie review over here at the Dead End Podcast. Today we're going to review the Town That Dreaded Sundown,
I feel that though.
the 2014 version. Yeah,
Wait,
I
the 2014 one. I watched the 1970. No, just kidding.
I there's a town in Texas that dreaded sundown. It's called Viter. Um, yeah. So this one's not a full remake. It's kind of a continuation,
Yeah,
and it has to do with the Texarkana Phantom, which I believe kind of was a real thing at one point. I'm not sure. But yeah, so basically it's the old story of two
yeah.
teens trying to
It's on the Moonlight Murders, from what I read. It was
yeah, it
yeah.
I thought it was something that had to do with like some kind of real life thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um Two teens try to fuck or some shit and end up one gets killed and the girl survives and gets told this is for Mary, make them remember. And they just keep talking about Mary throughout the whole thing, like the Phantom's Jesus or something. Like it's crazy. But yeah, basically after they get killed, or the girl survives, whatever, Corey gets killed. Uh, they have a hotel thing where this guy came back from the military and trying to smash his chick and all this, and she makes him go get food without her, and of course, his head's the only thing that comes back because the Phantom got him. Yeah, all that kind of stuff, and there was a fake Phantom at one point that turned out to just be a kid that wanted to kill himself or something, and he got what he wanted without having to do it, so he could still get into heaven. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. That's a song. Can I still get into heaven if I kill myself? Yeah. 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 All kinds of stuff. But I want to talk about my favorite part of this entire movie.
I already knew what it is.
It's where the two gay boys are trying to experiment on stuff, which is cool. Do what you want to do. That's great. The Phantom didn't like it, apparently. And he took one of them up to the top of this, thing and tied a knife to a trombone and played the trombone and stabbed him with it over and over and over again. Incredible.
Weren't they in the band together? And like that's where I think they left the event. And
Yeah.
then
They left the event to go experiment. Yeah.
It's funny how it's kind of messed up because he died, but how he used like certain references to like kill him. Like,
it's awesome though, because apparently in the original movie, which I've never seen, there's the exact same type of killing in it.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
It's like a 65-year gap between the two or something. So like you said, it's a continuation. It's funny because ratings wise, we always give it ratings, but when I looked it up, I didn't know to watch the new one. And I was like, man, this rating sucks on this old one. And then the new one has a better rating than the old one. I was like, huh?
Yeah. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's not that great. It's not a great movie. It's one of them ones you watch just to watch. Yeah. But overall, I don't think I would go out of my way to watch it again unless I'm just, trying to see some fucking hella gory shit, because it's got some gory stuff in it. But yeah,
no, it was funny too because you expect like sex scenes in movies, and this one took it to another level also.
Yeah.
And I remember watching, and my neighbors are literally behind this, and I just had it loud as hell. And I'm sitting here watching it, and the army guy was like, "Oh,
yeah."
They think I'm watching now.
Great. Army guy was going in, and I will say, it sucks that they got killed, but I thought it was kind of cool that they had the two gay guys in it. I thought that was a nice step in the right direction for the way the world should be going, because fuck homophobes. Man. Yeah, just let everyone be happy. All kinds of stuff. I thought it was tight. It sucks they got killed, but it was dope that they put that in the movie. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna read this next part. I wrote down notes, and I make myself laugh whenever I read my notes sometimes. It turns out Corey didn't die. That's the whole point of the movie. There was two Phantoms throughout the whole time. One was a deputy named Deputy Foster that was trying to make people remember. That's why he kept saying, this is for Mary, remember all this dumb shit, whatever. So I wrote two Phantoms, Deputy Foster and Corey Foster is OG. Oh, I said Deputy Foster, and Corey Foster. And I said The OG Phantom is the grandfather of Deputy Foster, who is upset that people forgot his granddaddy. Grow up, have a kid, and name him after him like a normal person. Yeah. So he's upset that people are forgetting his granddaddy and stuff like that. And then I wrote Corey is lame and just wants people to know he was crazy or something.
It's funny because you hear like Corey, and the whole time I was watching it, I was like, this is a copycat killer.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
And I got Michael Myers Halloween Ends vibes, like from
Yeah.
Like, that's what I got. And it was just, oh, Corey.
That's exactly what it is. It's a copycat killer movie, and he's just trying to make people remember. It's like Freddy versus Jason, where, you know, Freddy wanted people to remember him, so he got Jason to kill everybody for him to put the fear back in their heart.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, you know, at the very end, I wrote the final girl wins, which is great, even though at the end she kind of sees the silhouette of the Phantom looking at her, whatever, which was kind of the ending of that shitty ass Texas Chainsaw movie we did. But
that movie was
yeah, but it had moments that were tight and moments that were fucked up, like where she's trying to get her grandma to leave and she comes out and her grandma dead, like bleeding because she got her throat slit, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But my whole thing with this was I got that Corey was just shitty at football, because if he really wanted people to remember him, he could have just got really good at football and went to the NFL.
He was like, oh, I have, you know, these schools. And I was like, those schools are kind of all right for football. But, and then she's like, oh, I got UT and all these other. I was like, that's where it started at. You were jealous of her.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I got. I got he was just shitty at football in a small town when he was supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, we're just going to be two of the kids that, you know, were from a small town and grew up and did all the same things as everybody else. And he said, I wanted to be remembered. And then he wasn't remembered because Foster killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Foster just turned around and murked him. And I did think it was cool because whenever, at the very beginning, when Corey and her are trying to smash or whatever, he tells Corey that he's going to kill him or whatever, tells her to turn around. And then she's like, I saw Corey dead. And he was like, no, it was a drifter, cut up his face, pulled his teeth out, and left a few of mine. And I was like, okay. I mean, y'all been watching CSI. I get it. That's what's up. But yeah, it's one of the movies. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna go out of my way to watch it again. I'm not gonna be like, hey, Town That Dreaded Sundown's on, let me watch it.
For the gore, I will give it probably for my rating. I mean, the gore was honestly the killing. I was like, okay, this from a gore level of what I like. Yeah, it's not Terrifier type of gore at all, but it's enough gore to where when the story's being told and all the talking's happening, you get boom gore or boom death, and it's like, all right, cool, that's enough for me. I mean, he's a slasher. He's not like, you know, something like Michael Myers where you try to kill him and he still comes back up and all that. It's literally a human being. But for a serial killer type, I mean, it had a little mystery, had some thriller, horror. It was fun. Yeah. I won't watch it again though if I didn't have to. Somebody's like, hey, you want to watch it with me?
That's what I was gonna say. Like if it's on, somebody wants to watch it, you know, like, yeah, I don't have a problem doing that. But I'm not gonna be like, I should watch The Town That Dreaded Sundown unless I'm having a marathon of terrible like slasher movies that are actually saved by gore, because that's what this was.
Yeah, the gore was. I mean, when he had the guy's head and banging into the window.
Yeah,
I did like how like certain things were very like human like when he shot the sheriff and he bust through the window, like it wasn't like it was like, oh shit, I just went through this window and stumbled. It was like, okay, you kept it a little realistic with it. I like that.
Like I said, the trombone thing, incredible.
That was funny.
Easily one of my favorite kills in any horror movie ever.
I did have one jump, and I knew it was happening. It was when the gay boys were. He hit one up the head, and one of them crashed.
Yeah,
and that was the one he ended up tying. But the other one was running, and I knew he was gonna get hit. And I turned my head, and when I turned back, you just see that pipe, hit him in there, and I was like, "Oh no, dog!" Like just the imagining of a pipe hitting you full force in the face.
Oh yeah, like the the trombone killing is right up there with the welding torch killing in Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
Both of those are going to be two of my favorite deaths in any horror movie for right now. Incredible.
No, yeah, I think those for sure raised the movie up a little more when it comes to the death scenes, because that blowtorch one was sick.
Kind of like in Terrifier when he runs the chick over and he's
iconic scene.
Incredible. Yeah, incredible. Those are that's why I like horror movies. If they're done right, they got good things.
Yes.
Even if they're terrible, something could save it. Like this movie. It wasn't the best by any means at all, but it had some stuff that saved it.
Yeah.
So,
I guess we'll do ratings. I will be nice.
Yeah.
I will say it's anywhere between a 5.5 and a 6.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same kind of thing and say I give it a 5.5.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an equal one.
Yeah, I think the gore for me, I was like, okay, I could see it. I mean, it was a few sex scenes. It wasn't overbearing where it was like, oh yeah, like it's annoying now, but it was enough to. I mean, it's a small town. What the hell else is there to do? Fucking Texarkana, like. Yeah, it's Arkansas in the middle of nowhere, Texas. Yeah, I get what y'all do all the time.
Exactly.
And then you get the slasher film and the mystery of it. Because I ain't gonna lie, when she started dating that other dude, I was like, oh shit, this is the other guy. Like, he's a part of it. And you didn't even hear about him later on. You just literally like, she's like, I'm moving, and he's like, oh, I'll never see you again. And it's just gone.
And then he never did. Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, it's an all right movie. I could definitely say watch it at least once.
Yeah.
If only for the trombone killing. Like, yeah.
I mean, some of the kills are worth it. I would say.
Yeah. The hotel kills, those are great. So
they're worth it. It's worth one time watch.
Yeah, for sure. Solid watch. But yeah, with that being said, thanks for coming and hanging out for a little bit. We'll be back with some more. And if y'all made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Help us out a little bit.
Videos in the comments, man. What should we be watching?
Yep.
So it's always Halloween here.
Exactly. So we will catch y'all later. Peace.
Later.